Japan Dyno, the best of Japan to you. Howdy, it's Andy of Japan Dyno, and I have for you a Skyline GTR BNR32 NISMO Speedometer 320 km full scale. So a full scale 320 km per hour speedometer fitted gauge cluster for the BNR32 GTR Skyline. So the stock cluster for the GTR Skyline, but with the aftermarket NISMO for racing purposes and track purposes only, full scale meter for meter speedometer for the by NISMO for the GTR. So the special aspect of this, of course, is the speedometer, the 320 km per hour speedometer, the maximum that NISMO has sold, the NISMO 320 km per hour aftermarket speedometer. We'll go to some closer photos of the speedometer there. So the NISMO aftermarket speedometer made by the NISMO company, NISMO, the branch of Nissan Motorsports, branch of Nissan company specializing in motorsports, and in fantastic condition, as you can see there, 100% working order, 99,954 kilometers on the odometer there, and the full scale meter. So the full scale meter in Japan, the maximum that a vehicle is allowed to read for road purposes is 180 kilometers per hour. So all brand new vehicles, including the GTR Skyline in Japan, have only a maximum speed of 180 kilometers per hour on the speedometer. Aftermarket speedometers are sold by NISMO and various other companies. This particular speedometer meeting to 320 kilometers per hour, technically not legal on the road and only good for track purposes and off-road purposes in Japan, although more often than not fitted to vehicles, as when you take it through the Shaken, the vehicle test here in Japan, they only ask you to sit on the rollers and match 40 kilometers per hour. So you sit on the rollers, push the vehicle to 40 kilometers per hour, and as long as you can hold that speed and it's indicated correctly, then you'll pass the Shaken. So often fitted, but not technically road legal in Japan, the 320 kilometer per hour full scale speedometer. And the other side, with the full side there, you can see a few little marks and scratches on the speedometer there. This is a high contrast shot to bring out any problems. So these are not quite as dramatic as they appear in the photo here. It's a very high contrast shot just to show the little faults there. So there are some little marks there on the cluster itself, but nothing on the aftermarket speedometer. And the other side, very, very tidy, very, very clean, no problem there. And with the cover fitted, of course, you wouldn't even notice those marks we previously saw. This is with a plastic cover. Previously, we had the cover removed for taking the photos. And the back of the cluster, you can see the circuit board and everything in good condition. So the cluster, no problem at all. The 320 kilometer per hour full scale aftermarket for racing and track purposes only NISMO speedometer for the GTR, the BNR32, made in Japan, from Japan. Thank you. In order to serve you better, we have our website at www.japandyno.com, as well as our blog, the Japan Dyno Daily Fix, where we feature items of special interest. Look forward to seeing you there.